What's the matter, Sonny? Don't you know you shouldn't be knocking people off the walk?
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to.
What's the matter? Did I hurt you?
Did I hurt you, sir?
I guess it'd take a whole lot older and wiser fella to hurt me, Sonny. But tell me, what's wrong?
Well, I want a lawyer, sir, but I don't know where to find one. I'm a southerner, sir. I don't know anything about this northern city, and I gotta have one right away. I can't wait, sir.
What would you want with a lawyer, Sonny?
I want him to draw a will. My brother is... They say he's dying, but he can't be.
Here. Where is your brother, Sonny?
He's in the prison hospital there, up in that big building. He was wounded in Gettysburg.
I think I can handle that job. I used to practice law myself in a small way. I'll be glad to make that will for you.
Well, you are very kind, sir. But, will it cost much? A will? For you see, sir...
No, Sonny. A will is one of the cheapest things that a man can do. Come on.
They all know me at the hospital. I can get you through all right. I've brought a lawyer.
Good boy, Warrior. Thank you for coming, sir. There's pen and ink on the table.
Where is the president, Mrs. Lincoln? I have some messages.
I don't know. He went for a walk. He was so upset.
Well, we must find him immediately. It's very important.
There.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, my boy. I'm happy I was able to help you.
Very good to have come, sir. May I ask your name?
My name's Lincoln.
Lincoln? Any relation to the president?
Well, he's a kind of a connection. And through my grandfather.
They say he's a fine man, the president. He must be a great man. Have you read his speech? He gave it at Gettysburg yesterday.
No, I haven't.
Please sit down for another moment. I want to tell you about it. I know you're busy and I haven't any right to keep you here. But you ought to know about that speech.
Well, yeah. Perhaps I ought. It's soldiers who are busy men nowadays, not lawyers like me. I'd be delighted to spend a half hour with you, Captain Blair. It won't tire you.
That's good of you, Mr. Lincoln. Warren, bring me the morning paper. I've had him read it to me over and over. I think I know it by heart. I somehow wanted to learn it. You see, it's one of the greatest speeches of history.
I can hardly believe that.
Oh, yes, I knew it was. The moment they read it to me. Then my sister said Senator Warrington thought so too. You see, The senator was there at Gettysburg yesterday.
What did the senator say?
He told my sister that the speech so went home to the heart of all those thousands of people that when it was ended, it was as if the whole audience held its breath. It was wonderful.
Why, I heard that not one hand was lifted to applaud.
Of course not. You can't applaud a speech like that. One might as well applaud the Lord's Prayer. Would have been sacrilege, and they all felt that, down to the very lowest. They told me there was a long minute of reverent silence. No sound from all that great throng. It was the most perfect tribute that has ever been paid by any people to any orator.
I guess the president just said the words that were in his heart.
It would live, that speech, forever. And you haven't even read it. Listen. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. Read the rest, please. I want to hear it again.
We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of it as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate. We cannot consecrate. We cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated to the unfinished work which they who struggled here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
He learned it too.
They're fine words. Don't you think so?
I believe it's a good speech.
I wish it were possible before I die to tell him that I know now what we're all fighting for. Bitterness of the fight has faded for me. I only feel the love of country, the satisfaction of giving my life for it. We're not North. We're not South. We're Americans. I only wish I could put my hand in Abraham Lincoln.
And he'd be proud to take yours, my son. I'm sorry, Mr. President, but I have a very important message from the White House.
The President.
Just Abraham Lincoln, your friend.
Someday, your words will be carved in stone